One thing's for sure. These are not boring times. These are the times that try men's souls. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times in this tale of two cities. One, a shining light of liberty and freedom, the apple of the world's eye. But now its evil doppelganger is what we witness as this government today. The most wantonly evil government in history. The most premeditatedly wicked and conniving group of sinister forces we've ever seen. You are the target. You are the enemy of the New World Order. I want to play a bunch of clips now, but in the first hour, I played this clip from Australian newspaper, the Courier Mail. And this is how they wanted to nerve gas, with lethal nerve gas, 200 troops. But they don't mention that in the U.S. and England, it killed the troops in some of the tests, and others just, they died a week later, a month later, a year later. It was different dosages, thousands of tests. That they did it to subways, they did it to San Francisco, Houston, Texas. All of England was sprayed with biological, chemical, bubonic plague. I mean, you name it, folks. And they'd have troops, military doctors in the hospitals. So, but this is an Australian news where their government said no. Their government also said no in 1962 to grain shipments to Asia, putting a hormone in it to sterilize the women. Now, I want to explain something. Our government did this here. They went ahead with it. Young man walks into the chamber, nerve gas him. And you tell veterans that, they'll say, you piece of trash. Back up right now or I'll knock your head off. You don't talk about my army. And I go, no, I have the articles, I have the documents, I have the congressional hearings. Shut up. And I've had this happen to me. Shut up. My government don't do it. And I'm like, yes, they do. Yeah, you just go ahead and make your threats. I will warn you. And it's just like a woman. This happened with John Wayne Gacy. I've read quite a few books on criminology because they're so interesting. But I don't read them anymore. It just upsets me too much the more I learn about evil. And this guy had 20, 30, I forget, dead bodies of 10, 12, 13, 14-year-old boys. He dressed up like a clown, lured them, killed them, tortured them, dressed up like a big fat demon clown. John Wayne Gacy. And his wife kept saying it stunk down there in the basement, but she was so blown away when she found out he was raping and torturing people to death. It's the same thing over and over again. If you'd have walked up to John Wayne Gacy, Miss Gacy, and said, Miss Gacy, he is killing people down there. He is torturing them for days. He is raping them. She'd say, get out of here, you piece of trash. How dare you say that to me? I'll knock your bloody teeth out. You see? But after it happened, she could admit it. I mean, I'm sorry. It's a fact. Our government kills our police. Our government kills our military. Our government kills us all. They're poisoning us in the shots, the air, the water right now. I'm not your enemy, cops. I'm mad at you, violating my rights, being idiots, being brainwashed incrementally. I wish you'd stand up for America. I know a lot of you want to, but you're scared and don't know how. Hell, I don't know how either. I'm just trying to expose it. People say, well, we want more solutions. My God, I can't even get the public to admit that we're under attack. No, that's the first part, is warning people. I'm like on the parapet, dinging the bell, blowing the horn, and I'm going, enemies, they're at the gate. They're battering the gate. We got enemies inside the gate trying to open the gate for them, and then the public's walking around in la-la land, and telling me, well, we want solutions. Hell, man, it's not my job to give you solutions, though we do try to give you a lot. We're just here letting you know, hey, red alert, we're under attack. I got another clip I got to play. I got to hurry now. Go ahead and play the 30-something second. And then look how they whitewash it like it's no big deal. And, do they tell you what the lethal nerve gas was going to do to them? Here it is.
It's been revealed the US military planned to test deadly nerve gas on Australian soldiers during the Cold War. Newly declassified files show that America was strongly pushing then Prime Minister Harold Holt to allow the tests.
Is it your view that if Australia had gone ahead with it, it was probably illegal?
Oh, it was, in international law terms, it certainly was. Well,
and that's why they were covering it up?
Yes.
The top-secret plan involved allowing 200, mainly Australian combat troops, to be air-bombed and sprayed with the chemical weapons.
And folks, they knew the atomic soldiers were all going to die. They knew the uranium miners were going to die. They took little babies and radiated thousands of them in the U.S. I mean, there's even photo and film footage of it. Stuff I wouldn't even put in Endgame. I'm not putting 3-year-olds who've been radiated in my film. You think I exaggerate? I don't show you the dead children. But you need to go look it up yourself and look at them for yourself, and then shut your mouth when you tell me I'm making stuff up. I'm going to tell you again, cops and military, you are hated. Henry Kissinger wrote a book calling you dumb animals. I don't do that. I tell you point blank to your face, you're being used. And I'm telling you there's dead bodies in that basement. I've seen them. You understand? I've got the documents, the facts, the eyewitnesses. I have seen the dead bodies in John Wayne Gacy's basement. So don't you tell me they're not there. You go in there and you look for yourself and you look at those maggot-covered corpses instead of telling me I shouldn't get upset about it. I'm sick of you not listening to me. This isn't a joke. I'm not risking my life to play games.